And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you a live press conference by Minister of Education Tariq Shawi over plans and procedures to resume the current academic year.
الأمثل مع جائحة كورونا
Various pandemic and regarding the mid-year vacation has been amended to be from 16 January till 20th of February. Today we will share with you what will be the situation for the coming period. So the Ministry of Education has been continuing and providing the educational curriculum throughout all of our different remote online platforms to help our students to continue studying while they are at home, and we also started to advise them to get ready for the examinations. Despite all of the numerous rumors and hearsayings that were just saying the difficult, all of the government bodies have been doing their best, as you've seen last night, that the crisis management has got the meeting with the head of the Prime Minister along with other different ministers to explore what are the expected approaches to continue learning. Let me just say, like some other countries like Scotland have made a decision to cancel the whole academic year. So the students will just get this year conducted next year. So Egypt has just trying to do its best, and yesterday the committee of the crisis management has approved the scenarios proposed by the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Higher Education, along with my colleague who is currently just busy in the Parliament. Maybe he can join us later. Now let's just see what we will do regarding the coming period. Let's now just let me go to the screen directly. Now let's talk about the plans of two things: how to continue the study in the second semester and how to get the evaluation and assessment after the 20th of February 2021. Let's talk somehow about some of the issues regarding the fact that we've managed last academic year. If you remember that we just suspended the study in March 2020 due to coronavirus, where we have very challenging situations which were even maybe more critical than what we have at the moment, and we still have been successful to get our high school examinations conducted, and now we have our students in their fresh year in the universities. But again, we need to understand that this generation that's been subjected to the coronavirus have lost 7 months. That's how we have got some situations to deal with the crisis, and to make sure that so we will try to make sure that by the second semester we will have better achievements. So we have to make sure that we have a fair evaluation, so we can differentiate between the good students and the others who haven't got their full academic curriculum prepared. The Ministry of Education has prepared a huge number of resources for different grades of education, and as you know, all of the TV channels and also the remote channels for everyone that has internet and those who don't have internet, to make it available to everyone. The only thing that we just cannot talk about is that to approve that has been one of the students that has got his passing scores without being able to confirm that we have got fact that he has passed those scores, and still we need to take into consideration the procedures. As you know, for the first grade till the third grade, we do not have examinations. So we have here 8 million students whom wouldn't be in need to go for the examination process. However, that we designed a number of solutions that we will provide and present to you to have the evaluation for the students from the grade 4 up to the second year in the preparatory level, just to make sure that we can decrease the number of the students as much as we can and to maintain the social distance and to commit to these the procedures and the measures. And the Ministry of Medicine has approved upon this by the Committee of the Crisis Management, and Her Excellency the Minister of Medicine and Health has confirmed that she will make sure that the vaccine will be very soon very available to different sectors throughout the nationwide to make sure that we have the proper handling situation. Now let's talk about how will we go about the first semester examinations. Now, as you can see here, the subjects for the number, the subjects that are not added to the total score and those for the international schools will not be included. And as we just mentioned, that from KG1 up to grade 1, the primary school, they will have no examinations. And then for the preparatory level, we should have got the final score by the first semester and the second semester. Now we'll make it just all in one go. Now we will have for the preparatory and the high school committees and the very regular committees, and you will have the schedule prepared very soon, but it will be just conducted in one go. So now, as we said, that as for the other stages from grade 4 up to grade 6, we will just have one unilateral exam that will be conducted in a single day for each and every single grade of those, to make sure that instead of going twice or more, they just can go for just one single day where they can have the conduction of their examination for the whole subjects in just one single day. So they will have the whole classes on the single day to make sure that they can maintain the social distance. For this exam will be for what they have already studied in the first semester. So from the grade 4 up to the second preparatory schools, they will just have one single examination day. And this will be just recurrent by the end of March, April, and May. And then we will just cancel the second semester. So they will just get examination in the first half of the semester for the first half of the year. That will be on February. And then they will have another exam by the end of March, and by the end of April, that will be just one unilateral exam gathering the whole subjects, and that's it. Same thing will be applied for the first and the second grade in the secondary schools, but this will be electronic exams, and their monthly examinations will be from home. So this is the solution. As you can see here, this will maintain the conduction of the examination with the highest commitment towards the measures and procedures, and also to have the evaluation that we can use for the preparation of the common phase. Let's get into further details regarding the examination of the first semester of the first year. If we will talk about from grade 4 up to the second year in preparatory school, in the preparatory level, on Sunday, 28th of February, this date that we have chosen, because today it's the 14th. So by this way, we give you 2 weeks to get prepared for what we will just announce now, because we know that some of them were not ready for this. So now we give them the chance for another 2 weeks of preparation. So the first level will be the grade 4. They will come on Sunday to come and get their examination and their first semester conducted. And then on Monday, there will be grade 5. And then on Tuesday, grade 6, and so on and so forth. And by this way, we will make sure that the primary stage and the preparatory stage have got their first semester conducted very safely. Those exams will be just having 2 questions for each separate subject, and there will be just one single day for each grade, and no one else will be available in the school apart from this specific grade. And as for the first grade of the secondary school, they will just start as well, and then we will have the second year till they get their subjects all examined. And again, if we talk about the subjects that are not included in the total score, they will just be excluded till the end of the year. And you will have a detailed schedule for the subjects. And again, for the high school, no one of them will come to the school apart from those who have their exams scheduled. So this group will get their academic year ended by the 9th of March. And then from Wednesday, from the 10th of March, schools will get their doors open with the same exact schedules that we were using for the first semester for the regular schools days, and this will be just to resume back after the 9th of March. So the other announcement, which is to extend the vacation for a week, this is not wrong. The right news is to continue the academic year and to have the conduction of the first semester. We just extend this week for the students to get prepared. So now we give them the chance to have 2 weeks to get prepared for what's coming next. And now to make it clear, we just put it in the frame of decisions. Number one, for the first year semester exams, as we shown in the schedules, will be conducted starting from 27th of February till the 9th of March 2021, while the conduction of the preparatory and high school levels will be conducted by the end of the year in very supervised, monitored committees inside the schools, not remotely and not at home. The examination of the subjects which are not included, along with the identification subjects for the international schools, they will be excluded till the end of the year. And as for the international schools, they can resume back their students' activities according to each school, starting from 20th of February. And discover that their daily routines or their examinations. They can decide by themselves, taking into consideration the precautionary measures that's been stated by the Ministry of Health. The resuming of the education will be without recording attendees. The attendance, and this is an option and choice given to the parents, and we will work on the building capacities groups inside schools. So this means that all the parents who are now made aware of the dates of their kids' examinations, if they are not willing to get their kids attending their examinations inside home, this is going to be up to them, and in this case the parents should come and to sign a formal submission that he is willing that the examination to be just that their students to just go to school to get their examinations done inside the school, but otherwise they are not to attend the school days. And if the parent even doesn't want to just come for their sons to come to attend the examinations, they can just present a request, a formal request, by which we can just cancel the year, and then he can get his sons just repeating the study of this academic year by next year. So it is up to the parents whether to let their sons just come to the schools only on the examination days, or rather just to get the whole year repeated. And as for the paperwork examinations, they will be all done by the end of each month inside school. This is not will be remotely examinations, and it's not gonna be researchers projects. So they will be just by the end of each month they will have assessment for each month separately, and by this we won't have a second semester examination. As for the high school levels, for the first and the second year, as I just showed you a while ago, they will come till February, and then they will have electronic exams for the first and second year of the high schools by the end of March, April, and May, which is an alternative for the final exams. As for the ثانوي عامة high school examinations, they will have a mock electronic examination in April. They can do from home to get prepared as a rehearsal for their final exams. As for the students who are studying from home and those who got repetition for their academic years, they will have the new evaluation system from home, because we cannot do double examination systems. To have a paperwork exam and electronic exam, this will be so hard to have the coordination for the universities. So for that reason, we will have other solutions by the state to have their electronic exams, and we will get them prepared well to do this, how to deal with those devices before their final exam. So the exam will be conducted with the new electronic system. As for our expat students, we also look forward to have one of those innovative solutions so we can get them conducted their exams done. We will announce it in details by the end of next week. And we will also go through the whole different specialties in the vocational and technical study. To cut it short, as for the examination for the high school ثانوي عامة, this will be electronic for all categories of the students and the committees with monitoring and supervision. This will be via tablets, and we will have different chances and opportunities. We will announce about the schedule by the end of February, and most probably ثانوي عامة won't start before the beginning of July, because the whole academic year have got totally changed in its time scale, and due to the fact that the state is so concerned with not to remove any part of the academic curriculum and to get very accurate assessment. So that would mean that this would mean that if we would need to just increase the length of the academic year, we will go for this, but we won't rather remove or cancel parts of the curriculum, or also we won't go for the researches or for the home researches, because this won't help us in making differentiation between the students who were doing this and exerted great efforts by themselves and others who got helps from other resources. Also, there is another decision which is dedicated for one group, which is the American diplomat students, which have got their SAT exam cancelled last year, and they have got ACT alternative exam, which has been approved and accredited by the state, and then they have got additional exam, which is being conducted by Egypt, which is EST, to help those students to get into the Egyptian universities. But regarding the decision that's been taken in that regard, that EST exam starting from this moment will be the only and one qualification to get into the Egyptian universities coordination, and this is not going to be backward taken into consideration. So for students in grade 9 and those who will get to grade 10 and 11, they need to make sure that this is the one and only accredited exam. SAT and ACT will be available for those who would like to take, if they are willing to get into foreign universities. But those who are willing to get into Egyptian universities, they have to get the AST exam. As for the system, the matching, which is known by the American diplomat students to pick up the super matching subjects, we will put the regulations and the rules about it. We make it just before the study, because it's a very complicated academic issue. So we'll take them through the rules during this month. But most importantly, that anyone who got their sons and the American diplomat, they need to invest in EST examination, because this is the one that we are aware of its quality and that we can control of, and it does not adapt. It's not under the worldwide impacts. As you know, that the IG has got collapsed already in lots of other countries, and we've received a correspondence that due to the great efforts Egypt does in dealing with corona, so the IG exam will be conducted inside Egypt. So this covers the group of exams, and then after 10th of March, we will resume back the school activities with the regular schedules for those who would like to attend, along with the building capacity groups. Moreover, these schedules that we have put in the first semester, we still will adhere to. Let me just remind you that those who will take the option of remotely learning, now we have different مدرستنا واحد, مدرستنا اثنين, the TV channels that you can find throughout your satellite, YouTube, and you have a library of different videos that can cover the whole subjects from day one in the school, from day one in the academic year till what we have come up to. And it covers, مدرستنا واحد covers from grade 4 up to grade 6, and مدرستنا 2 covers the whole high school level, and that's all for free. In addition to Zakir platform on internet, and it does have also live streaming by the ministry, and we have also Modu platform, and also for our students in the high school level, they have other different methods. And then we also have Hassas Masr study library, which covers from preparatory till high school, that has very highly qualified methods and subjects. So we have a huge number of TV channels and platforms by which we can rely and have self-study, and we can maybe pass by schools and ask our tutors and teachers. So the state has made all the resources available for learning. And as for the examinations of the first semester, as we mentioned, as for the different levels of school, they will just get to the schools on their examination appointments. So this is how we will tackle the common phase, and thank you so much for your concern. We wish that this year will be so successful and we can just pass to the second or the next year very safely, despite all of the current procedures. And as you know, that we have a continuous following up between the state and the crisis management committee. At this moment, the whole state had just approved what we have just now presented, and His Excellency, the President, has got into a very detailed observation, and hopefully we will be succeeding in all of this. And let me just pay tribute to all of the related scholars, teachers, and the administration of those committees inside schools, and wish everyone best of luck. Thank you so much.